The crowd is amped up, ready to get this season underway, as are we. Back with more in a minute. From One Blue Jays Way in Toronto, welcome to Rogers Center. Opening day baseball on the show. It's the Kansas City Royals and the Toronto Blue Jays. With Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. So the Toronto Blue Jays, with major expectations, they're among the favorites this season. Chris, they'd love to build on that postseason appearance from last year. Do you think it can be a springboard for them?
I do, Boog, because this team has already got the building blocks in place, and you make the postseason, you know you've got a shot at the title. So the experience will definitely help them this time around. But it's a long season, and they're going to have to do the little things right and stay consistently on top of their game. And that's the best way to take home the Commissioner's Trophy, in my opinion.
And now,
first pitch coming your way next.
Toronto Blue Jays.
And our pitcher in this game, Dylan Cease. And Singy, as you know, he took home the AL Cy Young Award last year.
Well, Boog, he was healthy last year and gained a tremendous amount of confidence. He took a big step forward last season. I think he'll take another one this season.
On the ground right side, Guerrero steps on the bag. One out in the top of the first. And here now, the lineup for the Royals. Here's Bobby Witt Jr. Way outside, and the count's even at 2. Got him swinging.
Well, that right there is just a pitcher's pitch. Tailing away from the hitter, blowing away with some good action at the end. You know, even if he gets the bat to that ball, it's probably just a weak ground ball to the opposite side. Tell you what, that's a tremendous two-strike pitch.
And that one misses outside. It's ball 4.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
So 2 down, Leody Taveras steps in for the Royals. That one fouled off. 2-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his.
Well, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. We go to the bottom of the first, and on the mound for Kansas City in this one, Cole Reagans. What should we keep an eye on here? Digging in, Jake Fraley. Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile. And the count 1-2. High fly ball out towards left center. Taveras on the move to the gap. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
First baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And it's into the gap. Relay throw to second, but he's in there easily.
Everything came together for him. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
Next to hit, Kazuma Okamoto. Man at second. Stays alive. Laser to the gap, should score the run. Vladdy coming around third. He scores and they have the lead. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
1 out, runner at second. Ramon Laureano next up for the Blue Jays. Line drive, Adam in center field.
He was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
And that one goes straight to the backstop. Okamoto up to third on the wild pitch.
Have to be really sure you can make it safely to third when you're in scoring position and 2 outs. Got to get that run across. Very important. Does a nice job of reading it. Gets to third base. Now just 90 feet away.
Taveras has a beat on it. And that'll do it. The Jays push across a run on this double. It's now a 1-0 ball game. Back here at Rogers Center, new inning getting started. Michael Massey steps in for the Royals. Swing and a miss, and a count 1-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Not the best location with the fastball on strike 3, but when you're pumping high 90s, you'll get away with some of those. More margin for error. You know, the fastball has become such a huge strikeout pitch in the sport. And I think a lot of it has to do with all the attention and emphasis on improved spin rates. These fastballs are just exploding out of the pitcher's hands and jumping through the zone.
Started after it. Appeal to first. No swing. Here's the 2-2. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Well, we see it a lot more these days than we ever did when I played, but a slider in the 90s still catches your attention. Even if you're sitting on the pitch, good luck recognizing that tight spin and adjusting to the late break.
Ball 2.
4-seam fastball. High outside.
Got him looking for the K. And he strikes out the side here. Bottom half of inning number 2. Now it's the Toronto designated hitter, Salvador Perez. High fly ball lifted in the air, right field. Cross takes it in for the out. And there's one down. Here's Andres Jimenez. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Good job to fight that one off. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now 2 out.
Well, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right there. He got the changeup and still late on it. You rarely see that. It almost makes you think that he was trying to set the pitcher up. I mean, if you can't catch up to the off-speed stuff, there's no way you're going to touch a fastball.
On the ground. Play made. That ends the inning. Welcome back. Here's a look at this team's early season projection. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
So digging in, Gavin Cross. And it stays fair. Laureano hustles to get it in. Runner holds it second, but they've got something going on here. First and second, no outs. Isaac Collins steps in for the Royals. There's a strike. Got him looking. And that is a big first out.
Well, you could tell he wasn't expecting that ball to break back in on him. He may have been looking for something away, maybe something soft, but that slider on the inside corner absolutely frozen.
Two on, 1 out. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Vinny Pasquantino steps in for the Royals. They take the force out, and that will end the inning. As we go to the last of the third. And now for the Jays, Alejandro Kirk. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Another 1-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Now it's the right fielder, Jake Fraley. Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's two gone.
Oh, that slider wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he got him to chase. That's just a bad approach right there. Either he was looking for something else and got completely fooled, or he was sitting all over the slider and just couldn't resist the temptation. But, man, really expanded right there and didn't have a chance.
Gets him easily, ends the inning. Back now in Toronto. Start of the fourth, Leody Taveras steps in for the Royals. Swing and a miss as he was late. Swing and a bouncer. On to first.
Got him.
Leadoff hitter retired in the fourth. And the batter now, Michael Massey. Just off the outside edge. Ball 3. The Jays up by a run here on opening day. And he grounds one to the right side. And foul ball. And there's ball 4.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Here's the third baseman, Michael Garcia. Swings through that one for strike 2. Got him swinging for the K. Strikeout number 8.
Well, it gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. But with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having...
That's strike 3 and the third out. So we take a break. Bottom 4, and now for the Jays, Kazuma Okamoto. Here's a 2-2. Swings and misses, struck him out. Laureano comes up to hit. A sliding stop to first, and they get the out. 2 outs, base is empty. So up next for Toronto, Joe Adell. The 1-1. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. And a 1-2. Ripped to short, snagged on a bounce. Throws to first. An acrobatic play to end. Back here at Rogers Center, we go to the top of the 5th. Carter Jensen steps in for the Royals.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. 1 away.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Pretty electric stuff showing up on the mound right now. I mean, in the double-digit strikeouts, he should be able to rack up some more before he's done in this one. And not many of these hitters have had much of an answer for what he's offering out there.
Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. And he'll just eat it, so that's an infield knock.
Up next for the
And at first, now here's Bobby Witt Jr. And that's outside, and it's 2-1. This one belted, deep left field, on its way, gone! A 2-run homer, and the Royals take the lead. It's 2-1.
The one thing the pitcher didn't want to happen just happened. That's not an easy one to stomach. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
So 2 down. Vinny Pasquantino will hit next.
He was a little out front, but did a good job keeping the hands back long enough to foul that pitch off.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. In the air, right field. Fraley on the move. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup. Well struck left field. Carrying well. Can't get there. Should be extra bases. Not in time. That's a leadoff double. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Andres Jimenez.
Shortstop, Andres Jimenez.
On the ground, right side. Throws to first in time. And that's the first out in the bottom of the fifth. Edouard Julien next up for the Blue Jays. He hauls it in, 2 away.
That takes away the opportunity to score the runner from third with a sac fly. We're talking about a different story if that line drive hits the ground. But he made a good play, and they can get out of this thing with one more out.
Can't get to it, and this should score the run. Runner from third in to score. A big 2-out hit, and the game is tied. And he'll pull into second safely.
Huge game-tying at bat right there. Came through in a big spot to drive in the run. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands.
Now this is through for a base hit. Runner around third. He's safe as he gets his hand in. 3-2, they take the lead.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. And that one fouled off. Runner at second, 2 down. Last half of inning number 5. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. And it'll be first and third now after that miscue.
Up next.
So up next for Toronto, Kazuma Okamoto.
Kazuma Okamoto.
Witt over to first. Inning over, and it could have been. Back here in a close one, and a look now at some of the biggest plays from the game. Leody Taveras steps in for the Royals. And a swing and a miss.
Well, a come-and-get-me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake.
Got him swinging. It's a strikeout.
Well, kind of a weird pitch and a weird swing on that strikeout. It's just a slider that caught a lot of the plate. I'd say a very hittable location. But in the box, I think he just gave up on it way too early. And by the time he realized it was dropping into the zone, he just fires off a really poor swing.
That one inside. Look out. Got him looking for the strikeout. That was pretty nasty.
Well, he throws him with a great fastball right on the corner. It's kind of like bowling when you think the ball's going to get into the gutter and somehow it just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin.
Nope.
Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called third strike.
Strike 2.
Middle outside.
Chop to the left side. Okamoto over to first, and that will end the inning. Royals back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Paul Blackburn, getting ready to make his season debut. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. Round second, digging for third. And he makes it all the way to third. So a costly throwing error there.
Clearly that was a solid double all the way. Nice swing of the bat right there, but that just can't happen on defense. Getting the ball back into the infield. You've got to make a decent throw your infielders can handle. Just gave him an extra 90 feet for free.
Here's Joe Adele. Up the middle. Witt over to first. There for the out. Runner scores from third.
So important to really lock in on an at-bat like this. It seems easy with the infield back, but you've got to make sure you put the ball in play. Put it on the ground, brought that run in.
Salvi steps into the box now. And a 1-1. On the ground, out to short. And they get Perez for the out.
Oh, Boog, we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder, wow, really impressive.
This ball's chopped on the ground. Tosses to first. That ends the inning.
Now pitching.
Welcome back. We're in the seventh. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Tyler Rogers. Ready to make his season debut. And now the DH, Bradford Tuttle.
Sinker.
The 1-2. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again.
Sinker. Middle outside.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2.
Slider. Middle inside.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Slider.
1-2 now. Gets a piece and stays alive.
Sinker. Low middle.
In the air, left field. Laureano should have this one. Takes it in for the out. Oh, for the long ball column today. Still got a lot of game left. And it's caught for the out.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball,
Fraley towards the line, looking up, makes a one. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
Second baseman, Edward Julian.
well, these Jays, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
That one ripped, but foul. Ground ball left side. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th.
With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
And that's in for a strike. And a full count now. Swing and a miss, struck him out. So up next, Jake Fraley.
Blue Jays, right fielder, Jake Fraley.
2 down, nobody on. Popped in the air, left field, and that is that.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Brendan Little.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Sinker. Middle outside.
1-1 now. This to third, and that chance handled in plenty of time to first. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th.
Sinker.
And now it's Bobby Witt Jr.
Cutter. Low
Here's a
inside.
1-2.
Cutter. Low inside.
On the outside corner, got him looking.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
2 down, nobody on. That's a ball.
Sinker. Low middle.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And that'll do it. Nothing doing for the... Ready for the bottom of the 8th. And now for the Jays, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Line drive. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Safe at second with a double. Third hit for him this afternoon.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Out to short, Witt. One gone to the bottom of the eighth. So now with one away and a man at second, here's Ramon Laureano. The 1-1. Pop foul out of play off to the right. And now it's 1-2. Oh, right to the backstop. And on the wild pitch, he goes down to third. 2-2 now. Sizzling on its way to the outfield. Aimed to score from third. It's an RBI single, and they take a 3-run lead. And he'll reach second with one away. Here comes the skipper. So the Royals bring on a new arm, Daniel Lynch.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
One out, a runner at second. Here, the bottom half of the eighth inning. Now batting Joe Adell. Fouls one off. 2-2. Got him. That's out number 2.
Just indecisive in that at bat. He couldn't commit to the slider. Tried to sit in between. Just not able to put the bat on the ball.
So now a pinch hitter, Miles Straw, looking for a 2-out hit with a runner at scoring position. Man on second, 2 down. Swing and a miss at a slider. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Good job at damage control right there. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. Last chance coming up for the Royals. All set to start the 9th in this one. Now it'll be the cleanup hitter for the Royals, Leody Taveras. Number 4 now in the game as he comes in as a new right fielder. Here's a 1-1. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. Michael Massey steps in for the Royals. That one hammered, but pulled foul.
Clearly hoping he could get a swing and miss on that, but doesn't fool the hitter with that breaking ball. Nice job, just couldn't keep it fair.
Got him looking. Royals down to their final out. 2 down, bases empty. And next up for the Royals, Michael Garcia. Battling here as he fouls it away. This could end it. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And that'll do it.
Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching and defense in certain spots. Definitely a fun one to watch.
And your final score, 5-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us. From inside Rogers Center in downtown Toronto, Saturday afternoon action on the show. It's the Kansas City Royals and the Toronto Blue Jays. With my partner Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Well, Singy's trying to match the stellar performance by yesterday's starter. Looking forward to seeing what he's got today.
His teammate was lights out, Boog.
All right. And the starter for Toronto, Trey Savage. And he comes in off a really nice season on the hill, Chris.
An ERA in the low twos last year. So consistent, so dependable. Talk about a skipper who's got a guy like that that's going to go out there and not just keep them in the ball game, but really give them an opportunity to win a ball game, even if it's a low-scoring day for the offense. That's who he was last season, and if he's even close to that this year, I think they'll be really happy with his performance.
Low outside.
Got him swinging. And here now, the lineup for the Royals. Here's Bobby Witt Jr.
High middle.
Going to count 1 and 2. Just getting started here in Toronto. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Been a pretty rough start to this series for him at the plate. 3 strikeouts in the first game yesterday. Another one right there. They've clearly got a great plan for how to deal with this guy right now.
Splitter. Low middle.
Ground ball up the middle. Nice grab. From his knees, the throw. And very nicely done for the out. Back here at Rogers Center. And on the mound for Kansas City in this one, Noah Cameron. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him? Leading off, Miles Straw. On the ground. Witt fires to first on the run. And they get the out.
Batting second.
Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. Here's a 1-1. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Batting third baseman.
And now, Kazuma Okamoto. Swings through that one for strike 2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Chased the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. Here's Ramon Laureano. Here's a 2-2. To third. And that will end the inning. New inning getting started. And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Royals. Leody Taveras. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Four-seam fastball. Low middle.
Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. Guerrero takes it to the bag. 1 out in the second. Michael Massey steps in for the Royals. Out to short, Jimenez. Slings to first. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second. 2 down, base is empty. Here's the third baseman, Michael Garcia. Tap back to the mound. Fires over to Guerrero. That ends the inning. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now for the Jays, Joe Adell. Outside low, ball 2.
This hitter's looking for a fastball, but I'm not sure he's going to get one. Pitcher doesn't have to challenge him. If he feels better about his off-speed secondary stuff, then stay with it.
Next pitch is outside. Cameron making his first start of the year. And he was drafted in the 7th round in 2021. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Batting 6th.
In steps the man they call Captain Kirk. The 1-1. ground into left center for a line drive base hit. So a man aboard now with one away. And now it's Salvador Perez to the plate. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone. Here's Andres Jimenez. Ball to strike. The pitch. That smash towards center. Base hit into the outfield. Taveras returns it to the infield. And the go-ahead run stops at third base. Here's the second baseman, Edouard Julien. Here's a 1-1. That one lifted to left. Collins turns to the right on the move. Brings it in. Here comes the runner from third. All loaded up. Miles Straw next up for the Blue Jays. Strike two, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. On the ground to third. Throws across the diamond. Out to escape. Back now in Toronto. Well, Siggy, it's still early, but he's pacing towards another standout performance on the mound.
Yeah, in complete command right now. Fastball's got late life, and his breaking stuff is just biting.
One up, one down. And here's the catcher, Carter Jensen.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
And there's ball four. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game. At the plate, Nick Lofton. That one found hard the other way. 1-2 now. And a swing and a miss. Out number two.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
Isaac Collins will hit next. And a swing and a miss. Fouls it back with two strikes. Top of the third, no score. On the ground to the left. Fires over to Guerrero. That's the inning. Back here at Rogers Center. And now for the Jays, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
On the ground, a short could be two. There's one, and they turn the double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Two down, nobody on. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Back now in Toronto, all set for the start of the inning. Bobby Witt Jr. steps in for the Royals. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two. Set down on strikes. And that's four strikeouts.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his fifth strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
The Royals yet to pick up a hit here.
Splitter. Low outside.
And a swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts.
Oh, there he gets the slider in on his hands, and it just eats him off. You know, it's hard to get the bat around on a pitch like that in tight. You just feel like you're crowded on the inside part of the plate. Can't get any extension. That's one he definitely should have laid off of.
And that is that. Bottom four. And now for the Jays, Joe Adell. Chop to the left side. But it kicks foul. 1-2 now. Ripped on a line to center. Taveras takes it in for the out. And there's one down. Next to hit, Alejandro Kirk. The 1-1. This one in the air center field. Taveras coming on. He's got it. 2 away. Salvador Perez next up for the Blue Jays. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Waves at the bender for the strikeout. Through 4. Back here at Rogers Center. Well, an excellent outing last game and locked in again today, Singy.
Yeah, and what a weapon for this team. He's really keeping these hitters guessing.
1 down. And next up for the Royals, Maikel Garcia. Line drive, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
When you go 0 for 5, 0 for 7, 0 for 8.
Runner takes off towards first. Knocks it down. Safe at first as they can't make the play. Now at the plate, Carter Jensen. Okamoto. There's one. Relay to Guerrero in time, inning-ending double play. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Swing and a ground ball. It's through for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Well, he's been working out of the stretch just about the entire game, Boo. A lot of base runners on against him, and he's just done a really nice job of scattering the hits, not giving up any run.
Runner on the go. Pitch misses. And that's a stolen base, not even close. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position.
Here's what I think the manager's thinking right now. Today, we're not driving the ball. It's hard to get extra base hits. We've got to make something happen to get a runner in a scoring position. That stolen base, excellent call. Now, all it takes is perhaps a single to put a run on the board.
And on further review, it was a strike. So they've still got both their challenges. Man at second. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
That could jumpstart an offense that's really struggled to score in this one. Don't want to wake a team up with the free pass.
Miles Straw next up for the Blue Jays. And a sac bunt here. In plenty of time to first, and that is a big first out.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. The job was to move the runner up and give your team a chance.
Calling for the intentional walk, and that loads up the bases. And Dean Kramer on to pitch out of the pen here.
Well, no margin for error in terms of throwing strikes with the bases loaded. Just has to execute one pitch at a time to try to get out of this.
High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Brings it in. Runners tag up from second and third. And the Jays score first. It's 1-0.
What a time to miss the cutoff move. If he puts that throw on the money, they've got a chance to get that runner at home. Instead, a critical run scores. That could swing this game.
Oh, look at the stop. Throw to first, and that's a nice play to end the inning. Back now in Toronto. Close game here, and a chance now to look at a few highlights from this one. Fought off foul.
Four-seam fastball. High outside. Slider. Low outside.
Comebacker to the mound. Tosses to first. Leadoff man retired in the 6th. Here's the left fielder, Isaac Collins. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. And the tying run is on base.
Up next for the Royals.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Four-seam fastball. Low inside.
In the air, right field. Straw under it. 2 down. Vinny Pasquantino steps in for the runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Transfer bobbled, and there's no throw.
Slider. Middle inside.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. So he picks up his 6th. Bottom of the 6th inning. And now for the Jays, Joe Adell. Ripped to third and caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Too high, and it's ball 4. Salvador Perez next up for the Blue Jays. 2-1 now. Ground ball left side, and that's a fair ball. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone. Now here is Andres Jimenez. Here's a 1-1. Here's a swing and a little roller up along first. They get 1.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
So up next, Edouard Julien. Two on, 2 outs. High fly ball, right field. Tuttle under it. And that is the inning. Back here at Rogers Center. Now it'll be the cleanup hitter for the Royals, Leody Taveras.
So what we're seeing is a lineup that's just out of sync with the pitcher. They're guessing wrong and their timing's off.
Slayer.
Looking to get the tying run on base. And a foul ball, he stays alive.
Slayer. Middle inside.
That one is absolutely belted. Carrying well. And gone. And we are starting over.
That swing completely changes the momentum of this game, Boog. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Got him swinging. Picks up strikeout number 7. Michael Garcia steps in for the Royals. The 1-2. Hit softly on the ground to third. Throws to first in time. So digging in, Bradford Tuttle.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
On a line, and that's got extra bases written all over it. In with a double, and the go-ahead runs at second with 2 out.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for.
Runner takes off for third. Swing and a miss. Throw to third, and he's in there easily. And the go-ahead run is now only 90 feet away. On the ground, right side. He steps on the bank. They limit the damage here. But this clutch home run gets us even again. Back now in Toronto. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, Miles Straw.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
Time called. swings and misses. It's a strikeout. They keep a big threat off the bases. Huge in a tie game like this. 1 out. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Pulls that one foul. All tied up here at the bottom of the 7th. Struck him out of the foul tip.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
This one in the air center field, and that is that.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Brusdar Graterol. Digging in, Nick Lofton. Swing and a ball popped in the air. 1 away. Now here's the leadoff hitter for the Royals, Isaac Collins. Just a slow ground ball this time. Now the throw to first on the run. It's there, and that's a great play. Now here's Bobby Witt Jr. Graterol, 28 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. And that is that. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Nick Mears. Laureano comes up to hit. Out to short. Witt over to first. And a key out leading off the bottom of the 8th. Here's Joe Adell. This one in the air, right field. It drops in, gets away a little bit. Go ahead run on base. Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
On the ground to third. Fires to second for 1. And that's 2. We go to the 9th. Here's the Royals designated hitter, Vinny Pasquantino. Manager out of the dugout. The 1-1. On the ground to first. Guerrero takes it himself. Out leading off the top of the 9th. And they take care of a big threat right there. Here's Leody Taveras. 2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. That one missed.
Circle change. Low middle.
And he walked him. And a go-ahead run is on base.
Oh, that's a really dangerous base runner to put on first, especially in a tie game. Now there might be some consequences coming from that mistake.
The 2-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3. Michael Garcia steps in for the Royals. On the ground to short. Throws to first in time. And that will end the inning. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the 9th. Steven Cruz.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
The 1-1. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. And there's 1 away. Now it's the shortstop, Andres Jimenez. The 1-1 is cut on and missed at a pitch upstairs. Bullpen action for the Royals. Jason Adam, the closer of the staff, is throwing. Beeks, a left-hander, also throwing. Sends it to first. 2 gone now. Here's the second baseman, Edouard Julien.
second baseman, Edward.
So now pitch hitter for the Blue Jays, Cody Clemens. He represents the winning run. Trying to send this to extra innings. Yeah, that's fouled off. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still manages a throw. Save. It was never going to be easy after the misplay. Back to the top of the order. Miles Straw now at the plate. Looks like it'll be a pinch hitter. Number 4, the winning run on base for him. Ball to strike. That one almost got him. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one carrying to the warning track, makes the catch.
Now pitching.
We're back in a new arm on the mound as we start extra. Runner in scoring position, no outs. Bradford Tuttle steps in for the Royals. And a count 1-2. Man at second. Swing and a miss. That's his strikeout. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he
swings and misses, struck him out. Coming out of the bullpen throwing beating. So up next, Nick Lofton. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going.
Sinker.
Fights that one away, still 1-2.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy is,
and that's a strikeout looking, and he strikes. Back here at Rogers Center, on to the bottom of the 10th. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. getting ready to hit. Here comes a 3-2. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Well, he took his chance at getting him to chase right there, but with first base open, walk not a bad thing. He set up a double play opportunity if he can induce a ground ball.
1-1 now. In the air, right field, Tuttle on his way in. Makes the catch, 1 down. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Ramon Laureano. Winning run stands at second. On the ground to third, might be 2. They get the tag on him. Double play, and we have more free baseball.
Now pitching.
Welcome. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Isaac Collins. Up the middle, Jimenez. In plenty of time to first. That was a productive play as the go-ahead run moves up to third. And now a huge at-bat coming up as Bobby Witt Jr. steps in. Out towards right center field. Gets there. He's under it. Brings it in. Runner tags from third. Play at the plate. Safe. And they take the lead. So no one on after the sac fly. Vinny Pasquantino steps in for the Royals. Adele on his way over. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. Welcome back. And here, runner in scoring position. No outs. Now batting Joe Adele. So the tying run at second. Swings and misses. Struck him out. So up next for Toronto, Alejandro Kirk. Swings through the sweeper.
well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Man at second. On the ground to the left. Down the line, and it's foul.
Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers they seem to live for. I mean, you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it, but this is where they earn their keep.
Throws to first in time. So they're down to their final out. And next for Toronto, Salvador Perez. Man on second, 2 down. And a count 1-2. This could end it. Chases in the dirt, slider there. In time ball game, and the strikeout ends it. And your final score here today, 2-1. A 1-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire crew. I'm John Shambi saying so long. From one Blue Jays way in Toronto, welcome to Rogers Center. Today, the finale of this 3-game weekend set. It's the Kansas City Royals and the Toronto Blue Jays. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Man, Singy, he was on a whole different level in his last game. What an effort. First pitch coming your way. Our starter in this one, Trevor Rogers. And he comes in off a really nice season on the hill, Chris. Ready to go now? Isaac Collins steps in for the Royals. And a swing and a miss, and one gone. And now it's Bobby Witt Jr.
Nope. That's inside.
You know, Boog, this is a player with some serious speed. In 2023, he became the first player in 20 years to record 2 infield hits and an inside-the-park home run in the same game.
And foul ball.
Circle change.
2-2 now. In the air to left center. Fraley has a beat on it. And there's 2 down. Here's the Royals designated hitter, Vinny Pasquantino. And there's ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Fires over to Guerrero. Out. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now the starting pitcher in this one, Seth Lugo. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Hard ground ball, base knock. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Digging in, Kazuma Okamoto. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Caglione takes it in for the out. Out number 2. Here's Joe Adell. Here's a 1-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Guerrero off of first with 2 away. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Had him way out. Back here at Rogers Center, top of the second, Leody Taveras steps in for the Royals.
4-seam fastball, middle inside.
Fouls one off. 2-2.
4-seam fastball, low middle.
That's a ball. Went with the sweeper.
Circle change, low inside.
Line drive, and that's base hit out into left center field. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Next to hit, Michael Garcia.
Outside. Sweeper.
Second inning here, no score. Next offering popped in the air, right field. Adell takes it in for the out. 1 down. Michael Massey getting ready to hit. Popped in the air, left field. And there's 2 away. So digging in, Nick Lofton.
Outside.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field. And that is that. Back now in Toronto. And now for the Jays, Ramon Laureano. On the ground. That's 1 out, the bottom of the second. At the plate, Cody Clemens. The 1-1. Up the middle. Oh, great stop from his backside, and very nicely done for the out.
What an acrobatic play right there. Knocks it down, throws from the seat of his pants, and just looks like he's playing in the backyard. He makes it look really easy.
Oh, he can't bring it in. And he'll pull into second safely. So runner at second, 2 down. Here's Andres Jimenez. Man at second. On the ground right side. That's the 3rd out. New inning getting started. Well, Singy, as we talked about earlier, he was dominant in his last start and doing the same thing again today.
Yeah, Boog, in total control on the mound in this one. What a run he's on. Let's see if he can keep this thing going.
Low inside.
So the Royals batting order turns over. Isaac Collins will hit next.
4-seam fastball.
The 1-2. On the ground to first. Guerrero takes it himself. First 2 batters retired here in the top of the 3rd. Bobby Witt Jr. the next to hit. There's a swing and a drive. Way back there. And it's out of play. A foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. And they'll do it again.
Circle change.
2-2 now. Swings and sends a rocket to right. And that is that. As we go to the last of the 3rd. And now for the Jays, Alejandro Kirk. Way out front for strike 2.
No, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. He talked about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Still tied at 0. Last of the third. Swing and a bouncer. Massey tosses to first, and 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the third. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Vlad swings, drives one deep left field. Carrying well. And it's out of here. Into the home bullpen for a homer. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. goes deep. His first homer of the year. The Blue Jays on the board first. It's 1-0. Singy, that's his 199th career home run.
Well, 200 homers is an exciting number for anyone to get to. He's got to be looking forward to that next one a lot.
Now here is Kazuma Okamoto. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. That completes the strikeout inning over. Jays open it up with a solo homer. 3 innings complete. Back here at Rogers Center. Well, Singy, it's still early, but he's pacing towards another standout performance on the mound.
Yeah, in complete command right now. Fastball's got late life, and his breaking stuff is just biting.
Sweeper.
2-2.
Four-seam fastball. High
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
middle. Slider. Low outside.
Popped up to the left. Into foul ground. 1 up, 1 down. And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Royals. Jack Caglione. That smash towards center. Fraley gets under it. That's out number 2.
Up next for the
Here's
Royals.
Leody Taveras.
Leody Taveras.
On the corner for a strike. And the count 1-2.
Inside.
That's ripped into the outfield. And that's a fair ball. Throws to second. But he's in there easily.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even.
Well, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. Back now in Toronto. And now for the Jays, Joe Adell. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts.
For the Blue Jays,
Laureano comes up to hit.
Ramon Laureano.
To the right side. Handles, throws to first. Already 2 gone here in the home 4th. 2 outs, base is empty. So up next for Toronto, Cody Clemens.
No, inside.
And that's just foul. A changeup missing. Full count now. To the right side. Oh, look at the stop. What a play. Inning over. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. And ball 4 there. Tying run is on base. Nick Lofton steps in for the Royals. And that one fouled off.
Slider. Middle inside. Circle change.
The 1-2.
Low outside.
Battling here as he fouls it away.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
Swings and misses. Struck him out. One out, man at first. Runner takes off. Swing and a miss. Throw down to second. There in plenty of time. He's caught stealing.
Well, I think that was a hit and run right there. When you look at how far that pitch was out of the zone and the hitter still trying to put wood on it, put it in play, that tells you that they had.
That one is absolutely belted. That's got a chance. Can't reach this one. It gets down. Relay throw to second, and he's safe. It's a wall ball double.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. Now a pretty big.
And this ball gets down. It's a hit. The throw home. And he's out. He's out. Down, and that is. Back here at Rogers Center. Now it's the Toronto designated hitter, Nathan Lucas. Ripped on a line. Brings it in with a nice running grab. And there's one down. So up next, Andres Jimenez. Swing and a base hit. And a man aboard. Here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk.
Catcher, Alejandro Kirk.
Runner on the go. Pitching for a strike. Safe in second, and he easily steals the bag.
You know, having a good lead is so key when you're stealing bases, even if you've got great speed. But if you don't have great speed but can get an extended lead and a good jump, you can steal bases on a catcher who can really throw it. That's a nice job right there.
Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, Jake Fraley. Man on second, 2 down. Tap softly to the right side. Off balance throw in time. They don't come much. Welcome back. It's been a great game, so let's take another look at the most important moment so far. The 1-1. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind.
Got him swinging.
Well, there's a small sigh of relief right there. I mean, just to keep that speed off the base paths, it's not just the pitcher, it's other guys that have to think about it. From your infielders, have to think about that runner potentially stealing, but also be in position to make a play. As an outfielder, you're thinking about a base hit to the outfield. I got to get to it quickly to try to keep this guy from taking an extra base. So I think everyone just a little more relaxed that he didn't reach base.
The Royals down by a run, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Four-seam fastball.
2 down, nobody on. Struck him out swinging, and he strikes out the side here. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. This one drilled right center field. That one heading for the fence and gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they tack on to their lead. It's 2-0. Zingy, somebody go track down that baseball. It's number 200 for him.
200 career home runs, that's legitimate power at the plate, and that's something that a lot of guys would dream of getting to.
1-2 now. Makes the catch, and there's one gone.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
This one popped up. Massey should have this one. Takes it in for the out. Here's Ramon Laureano. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Right through there for a strike. The 1-2.
That's a ball.
Popped up. Witt in position. And that's the 3rd out.
Now pitching.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Louis Varland in the game for the first time this season. In the air out towards right center. Takes it in for the out. Here's the 3rd baseman, Michael Garcia. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes and 2 away to start the 7th. Now it's the 2nd baseman, Michael Massey. Out towards right center field. And that is that. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Daniel Lynch.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
So now pitch hitter for the Blue Jays, Salvador Perez. Here's a 1-1.
Ball inside.
This one in the air center field. He's got it. And there's one away. Now Nathan Lucas.
For the Blue Jays, designated hitter.
The 1-1.
Nathan Lucas.
And there's a foul ball. Towards first, and that one handled. Lofton takes it to the bag. That's the 2nd out. And next for Toronto, Andres Jimenez.
Shortstop, Andres Jimenez.
Two down, nobody on. Lifted in the air down the left side, and that'll fall for a base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
He went up there and got it. With 2 strikes, I'm not going to leave this in the umpire's hands. I'm going to be aggressive. It was in a location where he could get those arms extended that he loves to do. So nice job right there, coming back in that at bat.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. That is the inning.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Brendan Little.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Next is the Royals catcher, Luis Torrens.
That's a real nice cutter right there. I mean, this guy can struggle with the inside pitch.
Caught him looking for the K. One out man at first. Isaac Collins digs in now. This one in the air center field. Fraley drifts towards it. Makes the grab. And to the plate for Kansas City, Bobby Witt Jr. Just missed.
Sinker.
And the tying run is on base.
Well, this could be the start of something. They haven't found a way to score yet, but now's their chance to change that.
So digging in, Vinny Pasquantino. And a big swing and a miss.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. One more out. They'll probably hand it off to their closer for the 9th with at least a 2-run lead.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Royals. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Jalen Beeks. This is his first appearance of the season. And a 1-1. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Now the number 2 hitter, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again? Come on. And that one hammered, carrying well. And it's into the bullpen for a homer. And he's gone yard again. That's his 3rd home run of the game. And they add on. It's 4-0.
That's a swing that'll boost the win probability for sure.
So up next for Toronto, Kazuma Okamoto.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Ball to strike. Ripped to short. Witt over to first. One gone to the bottom of the 8th. Joe Adell getting ready to hit. 1-1 now. Swing and a foul straight back. And ring him up, says Patrick Johnson. That's a strikeout.
Now this pitching staff has been merciless against him in this one. I mean, he struck out 6 times in this series, and we've seen no adjustment out of him so far.
Two down, nobody on. There's a swing and a drive. Fair ball. Around first, digging for 2. Now the tag at second, and he's out, trying for 2. Back here at Rogers Center, we go to the 9th. Jack Caglione steps in for the Royals. Manager out of the new pitcher now for the Jays, Braden Fisher.
And he comes on here for the first time this season, and I'm sure there's some nerves involved in that, so we'll see how he settles in.
1 away.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it out.
Here's the center fielder, Leody Taveras. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Royals down to their final out. 2 down, bases empty. Michael Garcia steps in for the Royals.
High outside.
In the air, foul off first. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Blue Jays win the rubber match of this From inside Rogers Center in downtown Toronto, Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Seattle Mariners and the Toronto Blue Jays. With my partner Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Today we've got two teams with first pitch. And on the mound in this one, Jesus Luzardo. Chris, how about a scouting report?
Boog, this guy usually turns in a very good outing. His teammates really enjoy when he's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look at the opposing lineup, they're hoping he doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning.
Here's the catcher, Cal Raleigh. Here's a 1-1. He swings and fouls one off. Just getting started here in Toronto.
Nope, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
That one
Ball,
almost got him.
inside.
Four-seam fastball. Low outside.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, there appears to be no problem settling in on the mound out there today. It looks pretty tough to start this one, punching out the first 2 hitters of this ball game. And somebody's going to have to put the bat on the ball, put it in.
And that'll do it. Back here at Rogers Center and taking the ball for Seattle, Luis Castillo. What's the scouting report on him?
His career ERA's been under 4. What I like most about him is his reliability. Takes the ball every 5th day, ready to go whenever the manager calls.
Makes a sliding stop. The flip, but he beats it
No,
out.
he's in there.
And the leadoff man is on with an infield single. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And a 1-1. Runner on the move. That's in for a strike. And that's a stolen base, not even close.
I think that steal kind of sets the tone, not just for this game, but for the entire series. First inning, game 1, so that kind of tells me they're going to be aggressive on offense. And
Oh, this ball is crushed into left field. It's on its way and gone. Vladdy with a star scraper. His 4th home run of the season. The Blue Jays on the board first. It's 2-0.
you can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at-bat to give your team the lead.
Kazuma Okamoto now at the plate. Check swing, and he went. And it's 1-2.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Here's the catcher to hit, Alejandro Kirk. And foul ball. On the ground right side, a sliding stop. Fires to first, and that's a great play for the out. Laureano comes up to hit. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Out towards right center field, Sanchez coming on. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And that is that. The Jays get a pair on this homer. It's now a 2nd inning set to go. And stepping in for the Mariners, Jahmai Jones. Up the middle, into the outfield, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. And now the DH, Josh Smith.
Sweeper. Low outside.
That one is absolutely belted. Way back there, it's got a chance. It falls in, and that's a knock. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out. Here's Josh Naylor.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate.
Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. And that is a big first out. Here's Josh Young. Line drive to short and caught.
never fun going back to the dugout after hitting the line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like...
Oh, that ball finds its way to the outfield. A base hit. Here comes the throw. Safe at home, and the runner scores from second. And it's a one-run game.
That's out.
Next up, it's the first-year shortstop. And that one gets past the catcher. A wild pitch, and the tying run is now 90 feet away. And they're all loaded up.
Oh, that sets up a really big at-bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
Here's Tyler O'Neill.
Well, all tied up again, and that's a pretty rough way to give up a lead. It's just kind of a gut punch for the entire team to issue the free pass right there.
Oh, great stop. Throw to the pitcher, and that's a nice play to end the inning. Welcome back. Well, Singy, as we said at the top, this matchup has been one-sided recently. It's still early, but we're all tied up.
Yeah, and that's what you want to see when you're the underdog. Stay close, give yourself a shot. Sometimes all it takes is one swing or one mistake to turn a ball game.
Now here is Cody Clemens. Hard hit, right side. He steps on the bag. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2. And now it's Salvador Perez to the plate. On the ground. Toss to Naylor. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Top half of the third inning, and stepping in for the Mariners, Julio Rodriguez. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Next offering in there for a strike. That is strike 2. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Fights that one away, still 1-2. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go. And now this one's a rocket to right. Way back there. Gone. His first homer of the year, and the Mariners have the lead. It's 4-2.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at-bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
And now it's Josh Naylor. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock.
This lefty matchup thing's not going so well.
One gone, runner at first. Here's the third baseman, Josh Young. Right through there for a strike. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. Jesus Sanchez up next for the Mariners. That's strike 3 and the third out. So we take a break. 2 come in on this Seattle homer. It's now 4. Set for the bottom of the third, and now for the Jays, Andres Jimenez. That one ripped right center field. That's back there. Won't get to this one in the alley. And he starts the bottom of the third with a double.
Everything came together for him. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That one carrying and gone. A 2-run homer, and it ties it up. It's 4-4.
It's like he's playing wiffle ball up there, and that's typically not the easiest way to hit a home run. To the slight opposite field, into the gap. Man, making it look easy, that's for sure.
On the ground to third. Tosses across to first. 1 away. That ground ball may have him back on track after the homer. Kazuma Okamoto digs in now. Tied at 4. O'Neill takes it in for the out. Out number 2. So up next for Toronto, Alejandro Kirk. On the ground to short. What a stop. Throw to first. What a play. Inning over. Back now in Toronto as we go to the top of the 4th.
Well, they just scored some runs in that last frame, and now they have to make sure they don't cough them up on defense right away. No better time than right now to have a 1-2-3 inning.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
4-seam fastball.
Tied at 4. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Back to the top of the Seattle order, Tyler O'Neill, the next to hit. And that one hammered. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. And he's into second base with 1 away as the go-ahead run.
Well, here we are, 3rd time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Strikeout number 8. And now it's Julio Rodriguez. Swing and he popped it up. Clemens has a beat on it. And that is that. 1 left. Back here at Rogers Center. Well, Singy, recently this has been a one-sided rivalry, but today has been different. It's like little brother just hit a growth spurt and is throwing haymakers.
Yeah, Blue, they're showing they're not backing down anymore. Playing with confidence and proving this rivalry's got some new life.
Go ahead run on base. Joe Adell next up for the Blue Jays. Now a blast to left center. Way back there. On its way. Out of here. The 2-run shot, and they take the lead. It's 6-4. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot.
Stepping in, Cody Clemens. Crushed. Left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they tack on to their lead. It's 7-4. Angel De Los Santos gets the ball now. He's into the game with the bases empty. And next for Toronto, Salvador Perez. Out to short. Slings to first. Finally gets the first out here on the grounder. Here's Andres Jimenez. Popped up. Naylor settles underneath it. 2 down. Now a chance for Jake Fraley. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And a swing and a miss. Got him. That ends the frame. But 2 round trippers in this inning. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
4-seam fastball. High inside.
Ripped to third and caught.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes the defender is there to make a play.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Just indecisive in that at bat. He couldn't commit to the slider. Tried to sit in between. Just not able to put the bat on the ball.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
Sweeper. Low outside.
2 down, nobody on. Up and in. 2-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
High outside.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
4-seam fastball.
2-2 down.
Outside.
Line drive and a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Four-seam fastball.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Circle change. Low middle.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
It feels to me like his time on the mound is running short, starting to show some signs of fatigue. So we'll see how much longer they let him go.
2 on, 2 outs. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Up the middle. Oh, what a stop. From his knees, the throw. It's there, and that's a great play. Bottom of the inning, and now for the Jays, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Into center. Makes the grab on the run. And there's one away. Kazuma Okamoto will hit next. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. 2 up, 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. And here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk. Here's a 1-1.
Ball.
Swing and a ground ball. Throws to first. 3 up, 3 down. Inning over. We're back with a look at key moments so far in this one.
Now pitching.
Mason Fluhart comes on now.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Back to the top of the order. Oh, now a great stop. Over to first.
Oh,
he is safe. And he beats the throw by a whisker. And it looks like they might end up challenging this one. Very close play. And we will take another look as well.
I couldn't tell in live action, that's for sure. And, you know, the umpire is so much closer to the play, and he thought he beat the throw.
Low inside.
Next to hit, Cal Raleigh. The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And that'll do it. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Hogan Harris. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Some activity in the Mariners bullpen. Matt Brash, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Pizzardo getting cranked up as well. In the air, right field. Sanchez on the move. Reaching for it. Makes the catch.
Up next.
Now batting Joe Adell. He had a big swing back in the 4th. A 2-run homer, and that helped them get the lead.
And what a swing it was, Boog. Poetry in motion. And those are the type that you hardly feel when you connect with the baseball. Just so smooth. A great feeling off the bat.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. Another homer. His 2nd home run of the game, and they add a run. It's 8-4.
Now he's just showing off out there, and who can blame him with a swing like that? Give that man a bat, watch it go a long way.
Next to hit, Cody Clemens. In the air on the infield. And there's 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. And now to the plate, here's the Toronto DH, Salvador Perez. The 1-2. Hit on the ground to short. Toss to Naylor, and they get Perez for the out. And that is that. Toronto extends the lead on the solo shot.
Now pitching.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Tyler Rogers. This is his 3rd time out this year.
Sinker. Low inside.
And that's downstairs and outside. They've got a potent lineup. And when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Here's Jahmai Jones. Ground ball right side. And it finds its way through for a hit. And out to a board. Josh Smith getting ready to hit.
Sinker.
And a 1-2. In the air to left center. Laureano on his way over. He's got it. Two aboard with one out. And now here is Josh Naylor. Oh, that ball finds its way into the outfield. A base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. Josh Young up next for the Mariners. Check swing called strike. And the count 1-2. On the ground to third. Goes to second for one. What a double play that was. Inning over. Back now in Toronto. Singy, this series is tilted one way for a while now, and it's unfolding the same way today.
Yeah, they came out aggressive, applied pressure, and are backing it up inning after inning. At this point, it's almost expected.
That one the other way. Gets down, base hit. And a man aboard.
Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Rodriguez makes a nice running catch.
Up next for the Blue Jays, first baseman, Vladimir.
Man at first, one away.
Jr.
Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Out to short. To first. No chance at the double play with the runner in motion. And here comes the Mariners. Matt Brash taking over on the mound. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Now the third baseman, Kazuma Okamoto. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That ends the inning. One left for Toronto, but they still lead it by a count of 8-4.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. Brusdar Graterol.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
In the air, right field. Adele on the move. And there's one down. Now it's the shortstop. Ball to strike.
That slider breaking in could be a tricky pitch. If you don't finish it and have that bite at the end and it stays out over the plate, it can get hit a long way. But that was a good one right there.
In the air, out towards left center. That's out number 2.
Up next for Seattle.
Here's the left fielder, Tyler O'Neill. Yeah, big swing and a miss. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. That one missed.
That pitch is out.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Cal Raleigh now at the plate. Swings and misses. And he's gone for the 4th time. Back here at Rogers Center. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Alejandro Kirk digs in now. That's to third. Young handles, throws to first. One gone to the bottom of the 8th. Here's Ramon Laureano.
Blue Jays left fielder Ramon Laureano.
And now it's 1-2. Got him. That's the second out.
Well, that slider down and away, it's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes, you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Here's Joe Adele. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone. Stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3.
2 down, nobody on. That one ran inside, almost got him. Swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes. That K is his 3rd of the game. It's the Blue Jays 8 and the M's 4.
Now pitching.
We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Kenley Jansen.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
You know, I think he's okay with that outcome. It wasn't an intentional walk, but he wasn't exactly trying to attack the zone either.
In the dirt, tag, safe at second. And good hustle to move up. That's a wild pitch. And he walked him. So digging in, Josh Smith. Misses again, 5 in a row. Can't find it here. That's 6 straight balls. And that'll load the bases.
Well, that'll bring the tying run to the plate, so all eyes on the man coming to the dish right now.
And here's the first baseman, Josh Naylor. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
Sinker. Low outside.
Ground ball, left side. And that's just foul.
Low inside.
That's off the inside corner. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And a foul ball, he stays alive.
Sinker. Middle outside.
This one in the air, center field. Brings it in. Runner tags from 3rd. Save! It's 8-5.
That play really shows how important it is to hit the cutoff man. Looked like he tried to throw through and get the runner at home, but
here comes the manager.
Sinker.
Tying run at the plate. Out towards right center field. Brings it in. Runner tags at second, and he's up to 3rd safely with 2 gone. The Mariners going with a pinch hitter, Victor Robles. Big spot for him here. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Morejon is just 1 strike away. Drilled in the air out towards right center. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Blue Jays take the series opener here at home.
Well, this was a total team effort, using 6 pitchers in this ball game to get the win. Outstanding job of passing the baton, the next pitcher stepping up and getting it done. You got to give them a lot of credit because this is not easy to do. We'll see how it affects them over the next couple of days.
From one Blue Jays way in Toronto, welcome to Rogers Center. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Seattle Mariners and the Toronto Blue Jays. Along with my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Today's starting pitcher, Alec Marsh. What do you have on him?
A power pitcher that is going to pitch aggressively with the fastball. His fastball velocity ranks near the top in the league. Will also throw the slider, but if you're a hitter, be ready for the fastball. You're going to see a few of them during your at-bat.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Cal Raleigh. That one fouled off, 2-2.
Four-seam fastball. Low inside.
Fly ball down the line. And it's a foul ball, but it had the distance. This one drilled right center field. That one heading for the fence and gone. His first homer of the year, and the Mariners have the lead. It's 1-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead.
Jimenez throws to first, and there are two down. Two down, base is empty. And up next for Seattle, Julio Rodriguez. Comes up empty. That's strike two. Ripped to short. Fires over to Guerrero. And that is the inning. The Mariners pick up a run thanks to this solo homer. Back here at Rogers Center, on the hill for the Mariners, Bryce Miller. What should we keep an eye on here?
Boog, you don't always know what to expect with this guy on the mound. There are times he's really good, but that's not always the case. For me, I want to see how aggressive he's going to be out there. We'll see it right away if he's pitching with confidence, and if he is, he should be just fine.
O'Neill should have this one. Takes it in for the out. And there's one away. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. In the air, center field. And there's two down. So up next for Toronto, Kazuma Okamoto. Two down, nobody on. And that one is popped in the air, shallow center. That is the inning. Second inning set to go. And stepping in for the Mariners, Jesus Sanchez. Ground ball right side, it squirts through. So a runner aboard to start the inning. And the batter now, Josh Smith. In the air, left field, and he makes the catch. Here's Tyler O'Neill. Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there. Got him. Now two away.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But you know what happens. 3-2, two out, runner on first.
Well, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. Mariners leave one. Back now in Toronto. And now for the Jays, Joe Adell. Oh, great stop to first, and very nicely done for the out. Here's Ramon Laureano. Ground ball left side. Toss to Naylor. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2. So up next, Cody Clemens. 2 down, nobody on. Ground ball right side. Toss to Naylor, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. We played 2. All set for the start of the inning. And stepping in for the Mariners, number 85. Right through there for a strike.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch, and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger, and perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at-bat to hit.
Back to the top of the Seattle order, Brendan Donovan getting ready to hit Okamoto. Tosses to first. First 2 batters retired here in the top of the 3rd. 2 outs, base is empty. Cal Raleigh up next for the Mariners. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Back here at Rogers Center, now it's the Toronto designated hitter, Edouard Julien. The 1-1 is fouled off.
That's a ball.
Goes down looking. Julien wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge, and the strike call will stand. That knocks them down to 1 challenge left. Here's Andres Jimenez. Lined, and that's a base hit. And the tying run is on base.
Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Runner on the go. Pitching for a strike. And that's a stolen base. Not even close.
No, he had that base stolen as soon as he broke for second. Such a huge lead. The pitcher's got to find a way to help out his catcher, especially if he doesn't have a great throwing arm. Step off the rubber, shrink that lead, somehow create a little bit more time where maybe you can prevent that stolen base.
And now, Jake Fraley.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the second game of the series. Oh, look at the stop. What a play. Inning over. 1 left. As we go to the top of the 4th. And stepping in for the Mariners, Josh Naylor. That one missed.
4-seam fastball. Low inside.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. That one misses. So a leadoff walk. And here is Julio Rodriguez. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Here's a 1-2. Good job to fight that one off.
4-seam fastball. High inside.
No question about this one. It's out of here. His second of the year, and they boost their lead. It's 3-0. Now it's the right fielder, Jesus Sanchez. And 1-2. In the air to left center. Diving, makes the grab. What a play. And wow, what a great diving catch, Siggy. Statcast says that was a near perfect route, and it had to be.
That's just a big part of his game. I mean, this guy's instincts just seem to always put him in a position to make special plays, and right there, he's done it again.
Two down, bases empty. Here's the left fielder, Tyler O'Neill. Warning track, wall, and you can touch them all, baseball man. Tyler O'Neill sends it out. It's their second home run of the inning. Dominic Canzone now at the plate. Check swing, and he went. And the count 1-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Two gone, bases empty, but 3 runs across. Top half of inning number 4. And down on strikes. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now for the Jays, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Drilled out towards left center field. That's back. And it's gone. And Vladdy Jr. hits one out. Home run number 5 on the season, and they close the gap. It's 4-1. That's his 3rd straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boog. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often.
So up next for Toronto, Kazuma Okamoto. Rodriguez gets under it. 1 down. Here's Joe Adell. The 2-1. Right side, hard hit. Slings to first in time.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
And that one is lifted in the air. Sanchez on the move. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And that's the inning. Toronto picks up 1 on this homer. We're headed to the 5th. Back now in Toronto. New inning getting started. Well, he's been knocked around pretty good so far, but they've got him back out there at least to begin the inning.
Yeah, and you wonder just the strength and perhaps the health of that bullpen for him to go back out there. But he's taking this one for the team. Perhaps he can stabilize things and the offense can score some runs for him.
Rip to right. And there's one away. 1 out, man at first. Now the Mariners catcher, Cal Raleigh. Close one, doesn't get the call. And it's 2-1. Jackknife's out of the way. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Pitch count's getting up there now, and not saying that's the reason for this walk, but this is the point in the game when every sign of wavering starts to get everyone's attention.
Outside low, ball 3.
Get ready for some action here. Good RBI guy at the plate, runners in scoring position, and a hitter's count.
And they're all loaded up. Julio Rodriguez coming to the plate now in a big spot. Here's a 1-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Oh, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, he could bust this game wide open.
2 away down.
Man, it's so frustrating. You got a couple of runners on. You want to try to drive in at least 1 run. Maybe you get.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. Can't make the play, and this could clear the bases. They've cleared the bases. It's 7-1. Into third as the triple clears the bases. So digging in, Josh Smith.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside.
Manager out of the dugout. New pitcher now for the Jays, Louis Varland.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. They limit the damage here. Here's the second baseman, Cody Clemens.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Now it's the Toronto designated hitter, Edouard Julien. Swing and a pop-up. Has a beat on it. Out number 2. And next for Toronto, Andres Jimenez. 2 down, nobody on. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Got him. That's the third out. Welcome back. A few highlights to help tell the story of the game.
Now pitching.
Braden Fisher into the game.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Foul tip, but he hangs on for strike three. Dominic Canzone up next for the Mariners.
Overhand curve.
The 1-2.
Low outside. Slider. Low middle.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. Now the tag at second, and he's out. Trying for two. There's the shortstop at the plate. That's to third. Slides for the stop. Fires to first. It's there, and that's a great play. Nobody left. Bottom of the inning, and now for the Jays, Alejandro Kirk. The 1-1. Out towards right center field. Sanchez moving under it. One away. Back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Jake Fraley digs in now. Up the middle. A dive. He's got it. From his knees. The throw. Pretty nice play there.
Look at the commitment to make the play down on the ground from the knees. That's not just arm strength, guys. That's core strength as well. Look at that rocket across the diamond. Outstanding job.
And it stays fair. Now he'll turn for second. And he'll pull into second safely.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ballgame.
Here's a 1-1. Tapped in front of the plate. Toss to Naylor, and that's the third out.
Now pitching.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Rustar Graterol. This is his 3rd time out this year.
Slider.
1-2 now. Hit in the air, left field. And there's one down. Cal Raleigh up next for the Mariners. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
Low inside.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Sinker. Low middle.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2.
Slider. Low inside. Sinker. Low outside.
Up the middle. Jimenez to first, and 2 away to start the 7th. Here's Josh Naylor. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Laureano settles underneath it, and that is that. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
Right fielder Joe Adele.
Swing and a miss as he was late. Tapped on the ground softly to short. Toss to Naylor, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th. Laureano comes up to hit. That's out to center field. Rodriguez takes it in for the out. 2 down. And now Cody Clemens. The 2-2 on the way. Towards first, Naylor. Gets him easily, ends the inning.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Kenley Jansen. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Middle outside. Cutter.
1-2 here. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
No need to deviate from the slider right there. The hitter just not making the adjustment. He came at him with the breaking ball, pitch after pitch in that at bat, and evidently there was no answer for it.
Tied him up inside with that one. Line drive to short and caught.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
This one in the air, center field. Fraley under it. And that's the third out. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the eighth. Edward Bizzardo. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Strike two.
Clearly, he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with two strikes.
Here's the 2-2. And he chases that one. And now one away.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Way out front for strike two. Action in the bullpen for Seattle. Jose A. Ferrer, the left-hander, is getting that big fastball of his ready to go. De Los Santos, the right-hander, loosening up as well. This looks like extra bases into second, and he's got a double.
He was all over that one. Everything was mechanically sound with that swing right there. I mean, that's pretty much what you're wanting to replicate with every rep you take. You want good balance, barrel directly to the baseball, and good long extension after contact out in front of home plate. Man, there are a lot of doubles in a swing like that.
He's got it. Runner tags at second. He gets there safe at third as he moves up with 2 gone. Back to the top of the order. Now at the plate, Jake Fraley. So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Number 4, looking for a 2-out hit to bring home the runner from third. Here's a 1-1. Laser to the gap, should score the run. Jimenez scores. It's 7-2. And in at second with an RBI double. So runner at second, 2 down. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. Man at second. Swings through that one out in front that time. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. The Jays push across a run on this double. Through 8 full.
Now pitching.
We're back. It's the top of the 9th. And there's a new pitcher on the mound. Brendan Little.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Swings and misses. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. Dominic Canzone up next for the Mariners. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting him straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the 9th. Nice grab over to first, and they get the out. Mariners. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Andres Munoz. He's making his 2nd appearance of the season.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Swing and a ground ball, and foul ball. The 2-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Gotta love the resiliency he showed in that at bat, battling with 2 strikes. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
And a foul ball. He stays alive.
Ball.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
This one's smoked on its way out of here. Third home run of the season, and they cut into the lead. It's 7-4.
That gives them hope they can pull off this comeback. They just need a few more swings like that, and they're back in business.
So up next, Ramon Laureano. Ball to strike. The pitch. Hit softly on the ground to third. The throw to first. 1 out, bottom of the 9th.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
On a line, base hit. And that's a 1-out single. Now here is Edouard Julien. And it finds its way through for a hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone. And here comes the Mariners. Robert Garcia will take over here.
Coming on for the save here, and something he couldn't get done in his last appearance. So let's see if he can bounce back and lock this thing up.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Now only 1 out remaining. 2 outs, runners at first and second. Here's the Toronto catcher, Alejandro Kirk. On the ground. On to first, ball game. And the Mariners even this series up at a game apiece. This one finishes with a final of 7-4. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.